Beats play.
Wait. All right now. Had to get the sound check right. Doski Woski. The Peaskies implied. What's cracking, y'all? We good there. Let me go here so I can pop the chat box out. Mike say Le'Veon's an idiot. Nah, Le'Veon trying to get his paper, man. But we ain't here to talk about that, though. We ain't going to talk about that, though. So I'm getting a low video output message. Y'all telling me if the video looks fine for y'all or if the sound sounds good for y'all. Let me know. Let me know what we dealing with. I'm going to pop out the chat. We supposed to be having Foster King up in here too. So we're going to see what he talking about. I think he wants to get a little bit of game from Voch Lombardi, and he wants to know how the young boy Xavier Suafilo did. He wants to know how that's going. So let's see. Roberto, he says we live, sounds and looks good. Cool. It's a little fuzzy, but let's see. Well, let's just play it. Let's just play it and see if we can kind of get a good vision on that. We got a good visual on that. Everything's moving good. I don't know if y'all can see. Y'all probably can't see my mouse or whatever, but I gotta talk my way through that. Gotta illustrate my way through that. Tell me if we good. Let's get that out the way. And let's get Foster King out the way, and we gonna go back there. All right. So look, we live streaming now, but we got the Leighton Vander Esch video dropping at 8:00. So y'all please be aware and steadfast in what we doing. Be aware and steadfast in how we operate. So cool. We good there. So I'm going to minimize you. I don't need the OBS. Let's see who's up in here before we get started. We had a pretty successful outing versus the Philadelphia Eagles. It's pretty good. Everything is everything. Pat's up in here. Roster Fear Rude. Oh, for really the God. Joe Sandberg. Juan Wick. LaMarcus. Mike from VA. Young Tenacious. Jake Downey. Uncle Phil Moore. Clay Patterson. J.D. Town Risky. Thomas. Miles Garrett. 3 of 13. LeBron James. Go. All right, y'all. Let's get started. Let me scroll this down to the bottom. Let me make sure I got my happy juice on deck. That's my H2O. TL up in here. What's cracking? Calvin JR, what's up? So, got my happy juice up in here. At some point, Foots the King is gonna drop in, and he's going to he gonna hit us with the woo up the bam. Let me I sent it to his Twitter. You gotta follow up with Foots. You gotta follow up with Foots. You know what I mean? And Foots don't hit us back in 3 minutes. That's all I'm gonna give you. That's all I got. If Foots don't hit us back in that time, and we're going to have to roll a little bit, and he's going to have to catch us in the middle somewhere. See what Foots talking about. See what Foots talking about. See what Foots talking about. Let's see what Foots talking about. See what Foots doing. No, Nene, you ain't missed nothing. That's my YouTube girlfriend, y'all. I already claimed it. I'm going to go ahead and speak it into existence. Nene is my YouTube girlfriend. I already claimed it. Until we break up, because it's bound to happen, because I'm too busy. All right, so we gonna go ahead and get moving. we gonna go ahead. We gonna go ahead and let it rock. Then let's rub my hands together like Birdman. Y'all listen to me rub my hands. That's me rubbing my hands. All right, here we go. Cherry head say Foots ain't gonna pick up. Watch this. Watch this. Y'all watch this. All right. Well, if he pop up, we here for him. But without further ado, let's run it for the cardio. First play, let's get it. Brett Maher kicks it to the Eagles. We beat up on them for a little bit. They punted to us, and Dak gets sacked on the first play. Let's take a look at the coverage and see why Dak got sacked on the first play. Let's take a look. Maybe coverage has something to do with why Dak got sacked on the first play. We got a lot of vertical stuff going on. Sometimes I wish, if we're gonna make things a little easier for Dak, then maybe we should undercut some of this vertical stuff. We just kind of running down the seams now. Gallup running deep on the other side. Coop just kind of navigating. Coop nasty, fam. And I'll say this though. Let me say this. For a first look of the game, okay, we want to talk about Amari Cooper and his impact. Take a look at the look we got. I remember doing a live stream going, man, that's a nice little box to run into. You know what I'm saying? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Goddamn, Carl Lewis, this would be a good time to run on first down. And if you take a look at the deep safety, when we play it, he's going to kind of shade over to Coop's side. You see him shading towards the right side of the field there. Coop's down bottom. And we're just going to see that guy shade over to Coop's side a little bit. Interesting. But we do have a nice little box to run into. If I get into the cartel view of this thing, damn, 1st and 10, boy, with this box here, we get to run up in this box here. Oh my God! But, well, here go Foots won't call me now. Yeah. So I sent the link to the Google Hangout to your Twitter DM inbox or whatnot, and I'm live right this second. Say what's up, y'all. Everybody saying what's up to Foots. If you want to, so you can go ahead and jump in at any minute, and you can do your little side on your situation that you gonna record with, and we'll just run it like that.
Do you want to? You sure you want to grab that now?
Yeah, I'm working right now. I'm doing it right now.
All right, so we'll jump into it. I just want your thoughts on Vander and all right, let me call you. I'm about to call you on my computer right now.
Cool. Told y'all Fuss was gonna do this. Nene say OMG. All right. That was Fuss the King on the phone. That's Cowboys Nation TV. Y'all go over there and subscribe to him. But damn, this is a nice little box to run into. So people want to talk about the effect that Amari Cooper has. Well, damn, Carl Lewis, that's some. What my mouth said. That's some effect for you. Let's run it a little bit more. Let's see what they give us here. This is actually a pass play, so let's take a look at the pressure. And you know what? To be fair, this may be what they feel. They feel like, hey, they can whoop the Cowboys with a couple of people in the box, and maybe they're gonna have to adjust to it. But first play, I actually talked about this on my Suafilo film session. I may drop that Thursday or something tomorrow. I don't know. But Suafilo, what he does is he's not the best with his movement. Connor Williams moves a mile better than Xavier Suafilo. You know what I mean? So Connor is often in good position. The problem with Connor isn't always strong enough to fully execute what he's trying to do. So everything that's good about Connor is bad about Suafilo. You know what I mean? So in this particular situation, it's all about positioning, shooting your hands, and really getting where you're supposed to be to make the rest of the block easier. Just looking at Suafilo right now. And Suafilo, his feet don't really move as good as Connor's. He just kind of steps over. You see Suafilo's feet not really moving. And it's just the first play. Like, it gets better after this. But the same kind of techniques happen. he had to deal with Fletcher Cox the whole night. And sometimes when Suafilo gets overwhelmed, he does this move. He just kind of drops his butt and torques people and just kind of tosses them a little bit to the side or whatever. That's Suafilo's move. But, Lael kind of gave up a little bit of danger there. Tyron probably gave up a little bit of danger there. Let's get a full speed count so we can see how long young Dak was in the pocket. Let's see what happens here. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004. So yeah, we probably could have got rid of the ball quicker. So I would love to run there, or I would love like a quick pass there. We ran some verticals. We got deep. We got up the field. So it's a lot I would like to do different, but it is what it is. Zeke runs up the middle. 1 yard. You got to tackle by Malcolm Jenkins somehow. Let's take a look at that. Hey, but Cowboys fans, don't be mad, though, because y'all the ones screaming, hey, why we run on every first down? Let's take a look at the box. Matter of fact, let's go back a little bit. Let's just take a look at this. Okay, we got some guys in the box now.
Bacho.
What up, Foots?
Yo. Cool. I see you got it. My man don't play. He ready.
Cool. You recording right now?
Man, I ain't gonna take too much of the GOAT's time, man. Anybody listen? Who all in here right now, Voch?
It's just me and you and Cowboy Nation up in here.
Okay, so Cowboy Nation in there, can they hear me?
Yeah, they hear you. They in my chat box, but they can hear you. Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is salute to all y'all, and Voch is the GOAT. Yeah.
Huh?
Nah, facts. And hold on real quick, Voch.
Mm-hmm. Told y'all Fuss gonna do this. Fuss the homie though. Hey, Fuss did this in real life. We was about to have a barbecue, and Fuss just disappeared. I'm like, Fuss, we doing a video. Where you at? He's like, oh, I'm over at the stadium. I'm like, Fuss.
Hey, Bacho.
Yo, what's up?
All right, man. Let's jump. Let me get this joint.
Go ahead. What I was saying about Suafilo is well, I'll wait till you record so I can let your people hear it too, so we can be good with that, so we can be steadfast in what we believe in. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, you really crazy. Like, you got the best vernacular, bro, that I think I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, man, don't even put that on me like that. For everybody listening live right now, though, we doing the live joint now, but I'm premiering the Leighton Vander Esch film session at 8:00. So as soon as we leave this joint, we're going straight to the next house, and we're gonna watch Leighton Vander Esch because he had a hell of a game, intercepted Carson Wentz 13 tackles. We're gonna go over there and watch that because y'all be complaining about the lack of defense I show on this thing. So. What you gonna put?
And that's why. And for y'all who come to my channel, I'm wanting to give Voches. That's gonna be my. I got a few quick hits. There's a lot of things that I saw in this game, but I really want. We're recording this so I can give Voches take. He's an offensive line guru.
Wow.
And I wanted him to speak on pretty much what he thought about. So how do I say his name?
Xavier Suafilo.
Suafilo. So Suafilo. Let me just do this real quick, Vacho.
So we got a super chat real fast. B Weed dropped a dime up in here. He say, Voch, I'm fighting these damn Eagles fans in my NFC East group page on Facebook. You can count as you go through how many blatant penalties you see from Philly. They were getting some help and still lost. Hey man, we left 17 points on the field last night, man. Not even faking with you. 3 from Vander Esch. Zeke fell down, and we missed Cooper a couple times actually, but we blatantly missed Cooper one time, real bad down the left sideline. So we left 17 points on the field, and we kind of got flag whooped. But hey man, it's cold blooded.
Hey man, it's very cold blooded. All right, Voch, here we go.
You ready?
So Vacho,
what's up?
From you, the actual offensive line guru, give me your thoughts on Xavier Suafulu. That's the topic of this video that I'm doing over here on my channel.
Superfilo.
I wanted you to. Yeah, how do I say his name, Voch?
Xavier Suafilo.
There we go. Voch, what did you see? I know I was watching some things. He was able to get next level. Like, he didn't bulldoze. I think that was Jernigan in there and Fletcher, but he did just enough. So what did
So
you see?
So everything that we kind of like about Connor, he's the opposite, and everything that we're mad about Connor about, he's the opposite. So when we think about Connor, he's great with his feet, great with his base. He's very reactive. He can move well. He punches well, but Connor doesn't have a lot of strength on the back end. He can be great at the point of attack, but if you run your feet, you push Connor backwards. I think Suafilo is the exact opposite of that. You can get to him quick. You can get your hands inside, and you'll end up whooping Suafilo. But the second he drops his butt, you're done. You dead as fried chicken. You know what I mean? So let's just get started, man. I'm going to show you this play here. I showed it for my audience. Let me just run it for you. And let me slow it down for a little bit. Suafilo is at left guard right now. I want you to look at Suafilo's feet right now. I'm just going to call him Zay. Look at Zay's feet right now, man. And he doesn't really move them, you know? And if you going against somebody, you would rather move than to be still, especially against Fletcher Cox, right? So if Fletcher Cox is going to engage you, you want to be moving backwards. You want to give yourself time to read and react. You want to give at least 3 yards of space. Look at Tyron Smith right now. See how much space Tyron Smith got between him and his guy? Lael got between him and his guy. Fletcher Cox got on Zay in a hurry because Zay didn't move his feet. Zay just kind of stepped and caught him. So Fletcher has the
definitely don't want to catch blocks.
Absolutely not. So Fletcher has the base advantage. Fletcher has the leverage advantage, and Fletch has the hands inside. But something that Xavier can do is Zay can just kind of drop his butt and move people around. It doesn't look pretty. Nothing looked pretty from Zay last night, but he got the job done for the most part. This technique actually that he's using, my old coaches call it torquing. When you just get somebody and you just kind of flip and just torque him into the end zone, just torque him backwards or whatever. That kind of got Zay in trouble later on in the game. He gave up a sack. He actually threw a guy into Dak later on, but we'll cross that road later when we get there, though. But for the most part, man, he kind of got it done. He got it done for the most part.
No, that was amazing, Voch, as always. You guys are in for a treat. Now, Voch, is that more or less for him because he's been in the league? He was a top 40 pick as well. Didn't quite pan out where he was, but do you think it's one of those things that he was able to kind of deal with NFL strength? Because I mean, and listen, NFL strength and Fletcher Cox is different because he's not a normal D tackle, but I mean he fared well. And what I noticed in watching film was he was able to climb to the next level and get on those linebackers on some of Zeke's bigger runs.
Sure. I think he does a good job getting to second level if he doesn't have prior responsibilities. Sometimes if you look at Zach Martin, maybe he'll step in and pound some guy that's on Joe Looney, just kind of give a little help, then get to second level. Suafilo's not really a mover, so he's got to run free to get to second level. I actually got evidence of that later. He's got to run free to get to second level, but sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. You just kind of got to pick and choose. I think it's more of a fit type of thing. I think he fits what we're trying to do a little better than Connor right now. You know, now if it's running screens, getting guys out in open space, maybe that's something that Connor does way better than Zay right now. But
more of an athletic.
Right. But dealing with Fletcher Cox or dealing with like we play the Falcons next week, so Grady Jarrett's gonna be there. Dealing with guys like that, Suafilo may be a little more suited for it right now. But you definitely want to go back to Connor. But Suafilo ain't necessarily perfect with his power because he still gives up a lot technique wise. Look at him right here. At the left guard right here, Fletcher Cox is there. And I think at this point, Fletcher Cox understands that he can put hands on Xavier before he can, right? So Xavier is getting so Fletcher is crossing his face right now. And if this was Connor Williams, one quick step, boom, 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 he's right in Fletcher's face, right? But Xavier kind of slowly gets over there. Xavier doesn't really move his feet. He actually stepped forward because he's not good at going backwards. Xavier actually steps forward here, and Fletcher just kind of easily crosses his face. But once you get this big scary part out the way, Suafilo can drop his butt and he can kind of keep Fletcher up off of him. Now,
He anchored down. Yeah, he anchored down well.
if that was Connor Williams might be landed on top of Dak right now, on top of the Eagles logo at the 50 right now. But Zay got beat early, but he was able to recover off of that. And this was the play that Cooper got 13 yards. Let's go back and watch that. But go ahead, Foots.
No, I can honestly say like it really affected Dak's game, and talking to talking to the subscribers on my channel, I always said if you need everything to be perfect, I'm still kind of iffy on Dak, and I've given him a hard time from what I've seen. But I can honestly say, maybe it did have something to do with him being semi-gun shy because of the offensive line play. But this is good stuff you're showing me, Voch, and it's something that is good to be encouraged that if Dak has protection, especially up the middle, in his face, it looks like he can make some decent throws at times. And Dak was a roller coaster yesterday. Sunday night, because he would miss an out to Cole Beasley, then he would make the best throw. That it wasn't a bang aid, but it was a deeper route towards the boundary, and it was just a great throw. What did you see from Van Der Esch, Voch?
Van Der Esch. Matter of fact, can I show you this one play for Cooper? Then I talk about Van Der Esch. Then we gonna move on. Let me show you this play for Cooper. Let me show you this. Can I show you this? Peep this out, dog. And this is so crazy with his nuance, man. This is a digging out right here, right? And some wide receivers, I ain't gonna say no names. They would just run a dig and they would just run a out. You know what I mean? Like it'll just be easy. I want you to look at the nuance Amari Cooper put here. Let me just slow this down, man. Amari Coop, just this small, you see, he's going to lift his hand right here, right? You just see Coop just lift his hand there, just waving at Dak. He's going to get his head around, he's going to look at Dak, and he's going to get his hands up. That's going to sell the image of this dig right here, right? And you see, as he kind of puts his hands up, Darby kind of bites on it a little bit. Right? It wasn't just a regular digging out. Darby really had to bite on that thing. Then Cooper drops his hips and gets back to the outside, wide the hell open. Fam, I know you want to talk about Van Der Esch right now, but we haven't seen route running.
Yeah. Just the way his feet, it's almost like he's a basketball player crossing you up. It's special.
Right. We ain't seen route run on this team like that. I just thought that was special, man. Let me move on to the next play, though. Van Der Esch. I think something that Van Der Esch benefits a lot from is how we play defense and what we expect from our will linebackers. Van Der Esch looked like Sean Lee because Van Der Esch is playing where Sean Lee plays. Van Der Esch maybe looks a little different playing Mike, maybe looks a little different playing Sam, but Jalen has held it down as our full-time Mike. So when I think about Sean Lee is on the weak side. He runs free. He deals with more coverage stuff. He deals with running stuff down backside. He ain't got to deal with a lot of pullers, not a lot of tight ends, not a lot of fullbacks, right? And when I was watching film on Leighton Vander Esch, people called me a hater because I didn't feel like Leighton Vander Esch dealt with blocks, very well. Well, Oregon had him playing Mike and Sam linebacker, and he had to deal with blocks, and he didn't look good doing it. The Cowboys, which is smart, they line them up at the will linebacker and they take away all that extra responsibility from them. So all Van Der Esch got to do is cover, run free, tackle in open space, and be long. And that's what he does great. You know what I mean? So people want to talk about this coaching staff and what they're not doing. I mean, you can say that, but that's a great move some people will say, okay, Leighton, you're the future. We're going to automatically plug you in at Mike because it makes us look good. Well, we're going to leave Jalen here at Mike, and we're going to make the executive decision to play you at will linebacker. It's out of position. You've never played will linebacker before, but we think that your traits and attributes fit our will linebacker spot. And guys like Tyrone Crawford and Antoine Woods make him run free pretty much. So, Van Der Esch been looking good.
Nah, listen, man, I appreciate you, Voch, giving the people on my channel this nugget. This is going to be posted tonight, guys, and I everybody on Voch's channel, man, you guys just are lucky to have this dude. Wow. This is my dude right here. He eats, breathes, and sleeps football. I wish we were closer because the kids I coach and in the youth team that I help out with, he could really help me. But that's some good stuff on Van Der Esch, dude. just Voch, when were at the draft party and we saw him get drafted, I'll be honest, we both were kind of like, but I'm being completely wrong. 13 tackles last night, the pick, the way he flips his hips, the way he runs, he doesn't blow you up, but he makes every tackle. So I think he's special, man. I really do.
Yeah, we'll see. Check out your boy Zay Suafilo right here, man. Well, let me scroll back. He's not the most athletic guy in the world, right? Like at this point right here, let me show you at the left guard spot right here. We want Xavier Suafilo on 94. I think that's a loaded knot. I could be wrong. Somebody in the chat box tell me. We want him on Nada's left shoulder. We want you to cover Nada all the way up. You know what I mean? And Suafilo, he moves okay if he doesn't have prior responsibilities, but he's got to move and get on the other side of Nada's shoulder. And he starts to get there, but Nada doesn't really let him get all the way over there, man. You know what I mean? So, and to be fair, I say this on my show all the time. If we're gonna run zone, we gotta move a gap and we've got to block the mic. We didn't block the mic here. But
yeah, I've heard.
But maybe if we would have done a better job backside, maybe a cutback or something would have been there or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But that's just another observation on 1 yard run by Zeke. But
No. Listen, I really appreciate that, man. So Voch, I gotta jump out because I gotta get to a rehearsal.
Cool.
But I appreciate this, man. I'm putting this up. Hey, Cowboys Nation. Voch, real quick before I get out of here, what do you think? You think we can go on a run? What do you think?
Man, the only team that I fear are the Saints, but how the Cowboys kind of work out, like we may lose to the Redskins the second time and beat everybody else, including the Saints. Just how I feel about just how this team does stuff like that. But we could run the table, man. We could. I mean, we have the Falcons, Redskins, Saints, Eagles, Colts, Buccaneers, and Giants, and all those are beatable teams except the Saints. They'll give you a dogfight. So if Amari Cooper shows up like we think we can show up, watch this, Foots. Look at this look right here. Look on the screen right here. When last time we seen Too High, man? Foots. When last time we seen Too High? So Cooper is obviously having an impact on this team, man. So of course we can run a little better. We can do different things. We can throw, So we'll see.
All right, brother. I appreciate you, Vacho. I really do.
No doubt. Foots. Salute.
The GOAT, man.
Man.
Peace.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. I had to do that little help for Foots the homie. All right, let's put some legs on this thing. Let's speed this thing up a little bit. I know we normally get through this thing quicker, but I'm a real one. I take care of my friends. All right, so Dak scrambles here. The pocket broke down. Let's take a look at the receivers. Why didn't we get the ball out? We getting real vertical. Who's this going over the middle? Da-da-da. Somebody's in the flats there, but hey, Dak, if you choose to run, I ain't mad at you, Dak. But I want you to get more than 2 yards, though. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I want. If you're gonna run, I want you to get more than 2 yards. Here's Suafilo. Let's take a look at him. It looks ugly. Let me scroll back up. It looks ugly, but he kind of got it done, and he got a little help from Jumbo Joe Looney right there. So I'm good to go. Long as the job gets done, I don't really have a major gripe with how ugly Suafilo does it. I just want the job to get done. Let's take a look. See. Let's take a look. See here. God damn. Let's take a look at the look first. Wait, let's go back and take a look at the look first. God damn. What is this? This 3rd and 7. Yeah, man. There were some Eagles fans that they were mad at Jim Schwartz because he played guys right on the sticks or whatever, and that was kind of. So we saw a lot of this. Other times when it was 3rd and something, we would have 7 guys lined up on the sticks, and that'll be crazy. But this guy's kind of deep here. That's strange, but we got one-on-one coverage with Amari Cooper. Coop's down bottom, so let's take a look at him. Let's see what Coop does down bottom, man. Boy, look. So if they gonna give us that look, then let's run with it. Let's take a look at Coop in slow motion. So we know Coop's running a slant. He's just not gonna go up and run a slant. Coop's gonna go to the outside a little bit, give you a hard step, then he gonna run a slant. It's a lot of nuance in his routes, man. Dak gets the ball out on time. Dak actually had a lot of pressure in his face. So let's take a look at the pressure here. Let's see what happened here. Let's take a look at your left side. Tyron and Suafilo. Boy, Suafilo galloping over there, boy. Hey, Xavier wasn't even stepping at first, man. Like, he wasn't even moving his feet. But let's take a look at him in real speed. Bet you slid your ass over there now. Jumbo Joe had a little trouble. Fletcher Cox directly over Joe. It's nothing Joe could do about that. Joe, you did your best, man, but that's down Fletcher Cox. And Fletcher got a hit on Dak, but we got the first down, so let's keep moving. No huddle, Dak Prescott. Pass incomplete, short left to Ezekiel Elliott. Let's see what happened here, Zeke. Let's see what's going on here, Zeke. Yeah, it was a couple Cowboys fans mad at some of the inaccuracies by young Dak Prescott. Yeah. This is more of a quick set. You know, Zay just kind of gets to, put his hand on a guy and move him over. Nothing real to see here. What about this, though? Zeke up the middle for 3 yards. You know, the offense really doesn't break into like the second and third quarter or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's all good. Check out this 3-yard run by Zeke. That's only 3 yards? Let's see what we did with the one tech and the mic. And the mic made the mic was in on the tackle. Yeah, so hey, block A gap, block the mic. We're good to go. And this is an incomplete pass, short left to Amari Cooper. So let's see what this is. Amari Cooper down bottom, by the way. Let's see what happened. It's 3rd and 7. Boy, I tell you what, man. Hey, did y'all see the attention that was put on Amari Cooper, man? Look at this front side linebacker. Let me see. Where's Zeke at? Zeke's on the left side. So yeah, look at this linebacker here just scooting over to Cooper's side. They're like, hey man, take the slant away from Cooper. Hey, put Cooper into the end zone. Look at his safety. Hey, run to Cooper. That's the attention we want. Of course, they got to play the run first, but hey, this would be a fuck, man. Where my space button ain't working. But this would be a good time for Dak to maybe run the ball with this kind of look here. Maybe. But after this, Brett Maher kicked a 25-yard field goal, and it was good. On our way back, Dak incomplete right to Cooper. Well, Cooper got some targets, don't he? This was the almost interception. Yeah, man, we just can't get fixated on Cooper. That's something else that I kind of wish that we would do. If we're gonna use Cooper as a diversion, then just kind of use him in that way. But let's not get so caught up on Cooper. Something else too. I want y'all to take a look at this. Michael Gallup is down there by himself. So, like, there is one safety high, but it's not like the safety's playing it fair to both guys. The safety is cheating towards Cooper. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it may look like one high, but it actually may be a double team on Cooper. Cover 0, actually, kind of. So, it's not that, but what's the word I'm looking for? In theory, this could be considered a cover 0 look. Because if you get the ball to Michael Gallup going down the field, Gallup by himself over there. But, like I said, maybe that's just something else that we can think about. Maybe it's just something else for us to learn and put into perspective. But yeah, we can't get fixated on Cooper in that way. That was almost an interception, which was almost a pick 6. Good job that kid good job he can't catch like that. Good job he ain't. Damn. God damn, boy. Prescott short pass to Zeke. Was it a dump off? Was it planned? Let's see what happens to Zeke here. It's a screen. And we couldn't get a block on 53. Yeah, couldn't get a block on 53, fam. Mm-hmm. Whose job is that? That was pretty egregious. I don't like it. Redmond. Is that who that's for? That's for young Redmond? Yo, Redmond, get your ass out in space and block this linebacker and quit trying to block Jumbo's guy. But Zach Martin got hurt and we dealing with Redmond, so That's what happens when Zach Martin gets hurt and we got to deal with Redmond. So, you know. It is what it is. We get a short pass to the right. We convert the first down, throwing the ball to Cooper. boy. Cooper got yak potential too. I actually broke that down in my Cooper video here. Actually, they're gonna get the ball to Cooper on a drag, and Cooper's just gonna catch the ball, and Ronald Darby's gonna bounce off him. Get your punk ass out of the way, boy. Let's take a look at the cartel view. We're gonna get the ball to Coop on the drag, and good luck with that, Ronald Darby. Get the hell out of here. People Snapchat me. Don't Snapchat me when I'm trying to show Cowboy Nation Victory Tuesday. Hell wrong with y'all. Swaim got busy. Let's go back and see Swaim get busy. He's lined up on the right side of the. Yeah, that was your read. You could have went. You could have went both ways there because defense didn't really commit there. Let me see the overall look. That look wasn't terrible. We got a lot of guys in the box, so it ended up being a lot of guys in the box, but I would like for us to take some guys out of the box sometimes. That's just my opinion. Somebody in the chat box say move the screen down. Do I need to move the screen down? Oh, my bad. I apologize. Y'all ain't saying that. What was y'all gonna say something? Come on now. I apologize. Victory Tuesday, chat box. Let me hear it. Victory Tuesday. Let's see. Zeke runs for 5 yards here. I'll take 5-yard runs. I like 5-yard runs. Let's see what we did with the 5-yard run. Hey, did we contain a gap? Yes. Did we block the mic? Yes. We got a 5-yard run. I'll make this up. I'll make this up. It was already put here by the greats, and I'm just regurgitating it. Pass incomplete, short left. Yeah, he was trying to get the ball to somebody. It just did not get there. What about this? Let's take a look at this at the end of the first quarter. 3rd and 15. Dak Prescott short right to Rod Smith. Rod Smith got a lot of snaps in this game. There was plenty of times where I was like, all right, boy, let's get him, Zeke. And I see Rod out there, and I go, huh? Rod Smith kind of make it work here. He made it work here. But to be fair, this that Jim Schwartz thing that I was mad at and I didn't like. They kind of gave us a lot of space here. Everybody's just lined up at the sticks. Nobody in the middle. It was kind of wild, right? With a little bit of yak and some good blood. And you know what? To be fair, it looked like, you know what? Shouts out to your coaching staff for adjustments. It looked like they told everybody, hey, we're going to get this out to Rod. Y'all just block those guys and Rod just run. That's what it looks like. Because all your receivers get ready to block people, and they're just out there blocking people. Interesting. Shouts out to the coaching staff. That's crazy as hell. Okay. That's the end of the first quarter. We get a pass formation. Okay, we get a penalty. Jeff Swain false started. That's trash. So, yeah, Jason was about to go for it on 4th and 1, but Jeff Swain false started. So, that's dead. That's dead. Dak pass short left to Amari Cooper. He's pushed out of bounds for 6 yards. Let's look at the left side of the field, see what Amari Cooper did. Let's check and see what Amari Cooper did. Let me take a look at OBS. Yeah, Coop's in the screen. Yep. Let's see how Coop set that up, man. Coop probably set that thing up something vicious. Like always. He's very consistent. Oh, no, y'all just gave him space. Hey, good move, Coop. If they're just going to give you space like that, turn around and get your hands up. I ain't mad at that at all. Hell nah, Voch. Why would they block for Rod, the slowest player on the field? Well, they blocked for Rod because Rod had the ball, so. That's why that happened. Hey, how many people I got watching live? Y'all chat box, let me know. How many people got watching live? This Zeke runs up the left side for 2 yards. Let's see what happens. Why was this a 2-yard run? Why was this a 2-yard run? Let's look at A gap and let's look at the Mike linebacker and see what happened. Mike is 53 at this time, so yep. Hey, y'all, pause. I don't make this up, man. I don't make this up. I don't. Look, man. Every week I say, and I plan on saying it every week, if you want to run zone, you got to move A gap. You got to block the mic. So Dak and Jumbo Joe up there communicating. Which one's the mic, y'all? Oh, 53. 53 is the mic. Got to block him. What we do? What we doing? A gap. A gap was fine. We kind of got a combo there, but 53 was there, man. And all this trash that happened up front here with these guys, there was a cutback behind Zach Martin because, you know, it was there. Assuming we move A gap and block the mic, but hey, man, y'all know me. I ain't never satisfied unless we block A gap and block the mic. Y'all know me. Y'all know I'm not satisfied unless we do that. Anyway, let's get into some more film. What's going on here? What happened here? Dak incomplete pass to Beasley. Yeah, people was kind of pissed off at Dak just overthrowing Beasley on 3rd and 2. It was like, yo, Dak, we can't have that. If Beasley's gonna be open, we just can't. We can't have that, man. We can't have that. I know we're watching the offense, but it ended up being 4th and 2. I guess I'll show the Jeff Heath fake for 3 yards. Boy, Eagles fans was mad at this, boy. But yeah, Jeff Heath got the first down, so let's continue to move on. That seems to have given us a little bit of life because we proceeded to have a long-ass drive after this as I scroll down and look. Zeke ran for 13 yards. Let's see what happened. It's a pass. It's a pass. Zeke passed for 13 yards. Well, Zeke's so nifty. Say he's a big kid. Let's take a look at your left guard. Let's see what Suafilo's talking about. I just totally missed that because I got so confused by what was happening in the backfield. Zay got pushed around, but he didn't die. He held up. Not bad, Zay. Now, wait, now y'all say, let me pause this. Because y'all say, Voch, move it down, then I move it down, and then y'all say, Voch, move it up, then I move it up. Come on now, peeps. What the hell y'all want? It was Brenda, Letitia, Linda, Felicia, Don, LaShawn, Inez, and Delisha. Come on now. Dalton Schultz got kind of busy. Got a little 4-yard catch here. Not bad. Kubio88 says, "What made you like Garrett?" I'm not really a Garrett fan. I just think people point fingers in the wrong direction sometimes. But you know me. You know me. Dalton Schultz looking kind of clumsy out there. I ain't mad at it. I'll take a 4-yard pass. And you falling down. Dak Prescott short pass right to Michael Gallup. Let's take a look at the right side of the field, see what young Michael Gallup's doing. That's B's in motion. Okay, Gallup with the screen. This was a big play for Gallup. At 2nd and 11, after, getting behind the sticks or whatever, and, young Michael Gallup taking a screen 9 yards to put us in 3rd and 2. That's good offense, man. We got this thing moving. And for the first down, we threw the ball to Bees to the left side. I think the ball was a little high, and this was a good catch for Bees. So let's take a look at this ugly-ass route and catch from Bees. Yeah, Bees ain't had to take that. He didn't even have to take that step. They gave Bees space, and Bees normally don't get space. Look at all that space Bees got. Why are we giving Bees space? Come on, man. Zeke runs for 32 yards. Let's take a look at that. Let's see what happened to Zeke. Let's see what happened to Zeke. Why is Zeke? Why does Zeke run for 32 yards? Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get the cartel view ready so we can go ahead and get a good idea. God damn, boy. I'm not making this up. Yo, chat. Do me a favor. I want y'all to look in A-gap. Who's in A-gap right now? 90s is as close to an A-gap player as we got. Cool, he's there. Let's see what we did with number 90. Let's just see what we did with him. Joe seals him. Boom. Zach helps. So we contained A-gap properly. We didn't get penetration there. I'll take that. Yo, chat. Let's find the mic. Boom. Boom. 56 would be considered a defensive end if I was playing center. 56 would be considered the defensive end here. 58 would be considered a Sam guy. 53 would be my Mike. 32, we're watching him. So Xavier Suafilo comes over on the mic. 53. Chat box. Boy, we contain A-gap and we block the mic. Boy, look at what we can do if we contain A-gap and block the mic. God damn, boy. Somebody say put on a shirt. I might put it on a shirt. Let's see Zeke jump over this dude again. Damn, Carl Lewis. Hey, man, like Zeke big, but he ran the hurdles. Zeke was a hurdle guy. Come on, man. Boy. Y'all gonna listen to Voch one day. Let's fast forward here. He say Dak got sacked for 9 yards. Hey, man, after this big Zeke run, we didn't have no more runs after that. We just had passes. And Dak gets sacked right here for 9 yards on 3rd and 4. Held the ball a little bit. Let's take a look. Let's look around, see what happened. Let's take a look at the receivers. Take the receivers on the right side. The receivers kind of got ate up on the right side. Wasn't that we could do there? What about the receivers on the left side? Let's see what happened to the receivers on the left side. Receivers on the left side kind of got ate up too. Let's take a look at the running back. What happened with Zeke? You could have got the ball to Zeke there, but it's 3rd and 4. Maybe he was looking in the end zone. So, yeah. Wasn't nothing we could really do there, but I feel like the wide something happened here. Something happened here. Because the wide receivers on the right side. Let's look at Beasley and who is that, Swain? These receivers on the right, they shouldn't both be on the same side of the field. It should be a better read than that. So maybe that's why Dak held the ball too long, because we're not supposed to have two receivers in the same area like that. So, that's crazy. Jordan K says, my biggest question is how do we get our offensive line to play this good every week? Jordan, to be fair, I don't think the offensive line as a whole did much different, but the big difference is, and if you've been watching, this show every week, Lael Collins didn't really die this game. Lael had some bad plays, but Lael really didn't stink it up this time. So that might be one of your answers, fam. And I've been saying that since day one, So, we'll see. Dak Prescott, short pass right to Cooper. Let's see what happens to Amari Cooper on the right side. Let's see what happens here. Boy, Coop's so goddamn nasty. Boy, what the hell Coop doing? What is Coop doing? Boy, Coop gonna give you an inside fake. Just a little float, little glide step outside. Bam, back inside. Y'all notice how Coop uses hands to defeat Darby's contact. Look at Coop's right hand. Bam, get your hand off of me. Make the catch. Little yak on the back end. I'll tell you what, we seen 2 games for Amari Cooper, and he's giving 2 cornerbacks fits. For whatever reason, they feel like they want to put a guy on Cooper and keep him there, but we're giving guys fits. Let's go, young Coop. Let's go, young Coop. Dak gets sacked for 13 yards here. Let's go ahead and get into the cartel view then. Let's go ahead and take a seat. So y'all remember earlier when I told y'all Suafilo likes to kick, and if he can't get a solid, purchase on the block and get his hips settled, he'll just torque a guy and toss him. This is that time when Suafilo couldn't get his body set and he torqued 55 right in the deck. Threw him right in the deck. So we can't have that. So let's go back and see. Let's look at the receivers here. Let's take a look at the receivers. Let's look at the receivers down bottom first. Let's see what we did here. Let's take a look. Take a look, see. We was reading, Dak was looking at the left side. Let's take a look at the left side. So the left side was kind of covered there. So let's get a legitimate count here. So let's go. 1,001, left side. Yeah. Dak was probably waiting on the route to develop and it just didn't develop here. So yeah, Dak probably could have went backside to whoever this was in the flats here, but he didn't. It was a long developing route, so okay. All right. At the end of the day, Suafilo don't need to be throwing people in the Dak Prescott. Drop your butt, Zay. Drop your butt. I don't think I've ever seen Connor Williams throw somebody in the Dak. Kind of get blown up, though. Kind of gets blowed smooth up sometimes, but I don't think he gets thrown into Dak. Roster X, you got 250 film watchers / haters in the booth with you, Voch. Congrats. I got 200 people watching, man. I think this is a perfect time if I got 200 people watching Metal Gear Solid. Hey, y'all, we got some new merch in this thing. If y'all want to support the channel, we got the Speed Strength Ass Whoop shirts. If you ain't familiar with Speed Strength Ass Whoop, that's my logo. Then we got the I Watch Film joints. I think this is going to be a staple to separate yourself from fans that don't watch film. You know what I mean? So, we're watching film now, so I know y'all watch film. You know what I'm saying? So get you that and get you a Speed Strength Ass Whoop shirt. I think they're dope. I think they're top tier. I think they're amazing. Let's get back to the film though, because I'm top tier and I can take time out for ads and shit. Don't talk to me like I'm that Voch from 3 years ago. I'm in a higher place. You know what I mean? All right, cool. Let's go. Zeke runs for 8 yards here. Let's take a look. See. Boy, I hate when they put Fletcher Cox right over Jumbo Joe like that. God damn. Who's the mic here? Who's the mic in this situation? In this situation, 58 is technically the mic. Sorta. If I was playing center, I would identify 58 as the mic. So let's see. We got A-Gap and Swain kind of got his hands on the mic, so we ran for 8 yards. I ain't mad at it. Yes, because if it was a 4-2-5 look, then that backside guy would be considered a linebacker. So yeah, that'd be Mike, but he's actually okay. Cool. Yeah. That was the Mike. I may do a video on that one day. Maybe. Prescott short pass to Gallup. I'll tell you what, we got the ball to Gallup twice short. And the yak just makes it explode a little bit. Let's see what happens up here, man. Let's watch us get the ball to young Mike Gallup up top. That's the second. That's a screen here. It's actually a tunnel joint by Gallup. First time it was a bubble. It's a flat out bubble. This time it was a tunnel screen to Mike Gallup. But he takes it. These extra yards, man. I wouldn't mind. And you know what? To be fair, y'all ready? We used to do that with Dez, man. We used to do that with Dez. We used to get Dez the ball short and let him run over people. I think Gallup could be that guy. Prescott deep right to Beasley. Let's take a look at Beasley down bottom. He's one with the blue sleeves. He's in the slot right now. Boy, Beasley taking somebody lunch money, boy. Beasley taking somebody lunch money, man. What are you doing, Beasley? Is that Sidney Jones cover you? Maddox? I don't know who Maddox is. God damn. So let's see what Bees does. Let's see. Bees is going to chop, inside, outside, make you trail inside, back outside, catch the ball inbounds. That's nasty, Bees. We got route runners, man. I was trying to tell people I was going to be so excited when we get nothing but route runners in here. We got 3 route runners in here, man. TL, that's on the way. Hang tight. That's on the way, TL. I got a lot of shirt ideas on the way. Since I'm in my entrepreneurial bag, I got a lot of stuff on the way. Voch, how did you drop the Leighton Vander Esch video while I'm watching live? I haven't dropped the Leighton Vander Esch video yet. The video actually drops in 30 minutes. And I should be done doing film by that time. Let's take a look at Allen Hurns here. Allen Hurns is going to get us a 17-yard pass. Allen Hurns is down bottom. He's the bottom guy. He's at the Z right now. That's what Allen Hurns is going to do at the Z. He's our flanker for the evening. All right. They just kind of let Allen Hurns run free and we get the ball to him. I ain't mad at that. Let's take a look at the pass pro. Let's go back on that Hurns play and look at the pass pro that we get here. Let's take a look at Suafilo and Tyron first. Suafilo on Fletcher Cox, not bad, man. It looked ugly. It ain't look good, Suafilo, but you got it done. It's kind of what matters to these Cowboys fans. As long as you get it done out here, right, Cowboys fans? And Dak's going to run up the middle for a touchdown here. Good job, Dak. And that's the end of the quarter. Hey, you know what? Something I like is that was the end of the quarter, and we got the ball right back at the top of the third. And Dak gets sacked again. Let me go ahead and switch to my cartel view and see why Dak got sacked here. Oh, this was that one joint where Michael Bennett did the damn rock bottom on him. I don't like that shit. He did the damn Goldberg spear. I don't like that. There's a lot of body weight landed on my quarterback officials. Ah, damn. That's a lot of that's picking up and slamming, ain't it? Ain't that picking up and slamming? I don't like that. We punt on this possession, so we're gonna go ahead and get out of that. Nothing really happened here. On this next possession, Zeke runs left for 15 yards. Let's see why. Why is Dak escaping out the back of the pocket all the time and not climbing in the pocket? Reminds me of RG3. Well, maybe Dak doesn't, want to climb the pocket with Jumbo Joe there. Maybe, Travis Frederick makes you a little more comfortable climbing the pocket, but maybe fam don't want to climb the pocket with Jumbo Joe. I ain't mad at him. So why is this not loading? Load faster. I need you to load faster. My people want to see this 15-yard run by Zeke here. Let me fast forward here. We ain't buffer all day. Why are we buffering now? Let me take a look at the next play. Let's see if we buffer on that play. We kind of buffering here too. What the hell? What's going on? What are we doing? What's going on here? My Vander Esch thing's fine. No. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, why are we buffering? I don't like that. Let's go back to the 15-yard play. Oh, now you want to. Okay, now we flying. Okay, we flying, y'all. we just had a lapse in bandwidth. That's all. We had a lapse in bandwidth. Damn, Joe Loney. Like, toggle the shit out of Joe Loney. Let's see. Let me get the long view so I can see. Okay, cool. So he'll technically be the mic, but it's not really. He's not really the mic. This guy is actually a defensive end, so 53 is our mic. Yep. Yep. If we don't look at this outside guy to our right as a linebacker, we look at him as a defensive end. He's just standing up. 23 doesn't really count to us, but he'll be considered our will guy in this situation. 53 would be somewhat considered our Mike here. So let's take a look at what happens to the Mike and A gap. Jumbo gives penetration, but he contains A gap. 53 is our Mike. We're gonna block the Mike. Hey man, Voch ain't making this up, man. Voch ain't making this up. Those are the two things that we got to do every time. And I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying this shit. Say it again, Voch. A-Gap and Mike. We got a different mic this time, but that's cool. We got a different mic this time because now we walking guys up. So I think both of them got blocked anyway, so that don't even matter. Nah, same guy's the mic. 50's the mic now. 53 is not the mic anymore. 50's the mic now. He gets blocked by Olawale. Good job. Zeke runs free. But what about the one tech? 94. What we do with him? Hello to Nada. We take care of business. Cowboys fans, I ain't making this up. Since week 1, we want to point the finger and blame everything on everything that we wanna point fingers at. As long as La'el Collins don't die, and as long as we contain A-Gap, who the hell calling me? And as long as we contain A-Gap, I'll call him back. And as long as we block the mic, we're fine. Rod Smith ran for 2 yards. What happened? The mic blocked him. The mic tackled him. 53. Take a look. He gets hit, but damn. I ain't making this up, man. Dak Prescott, negative 17 yards. He fumbles. Pass incomplete, right? Hey, man, Dak a baller, dog. Dak a baller, dog. I don't care what nobody say about Dak. Dak is a baller. Dak could have panicked here. Because I had a quarterback in high school who used to do this mess all the time, man. He used to throw the ball and the ball would go behind him like a damn blooper. Used to make us sick, man, but Dak may not be the best mechanically. He may not, have it all together, man. But Dak gonna play ball, man. Dak gonna play ball. Then we get a 4th and 8, and we get a Maher field goal. It was no good. The Maher field goal was no good, so that's 3 points we left on the table. It's cool. It's cool. 2 4-yard runs by Zeke that I'm going to skip for convenience. Let's look at this 13-yard run by Zeke. Because I don't want to sound too repetitive, y'all. I don't want to sound too crazy. I don't. God damn, boy. I ain't going to tell y'all what I'm going to say. I ain't going to say it. I ain't going to say it. I ain't going to say it. Not going to say it. Not going to be able to do it. Not going to say it. Good job by the offensive line, though. Fourth quarter now. Fourth quarter. This is the first play of the fourth quarter. So Dak passes short left to Zeke. Get the ball to Zeke. And Zeke going to run. Easy peasy, lemon squeeze. Was it designed that way? Let me take a look at your receivers. They just get enough field. Yep, it was designed that way. All right, cool. He probably could have hit a receiver. That was probably like a back end read or something, but it's all good. Let's take a look at Zay Suafilo and Tyron Smith. Let's see what they doing. Man, a great kick by Tyron, man. Look, man. Somebody was like, man, why is Tyron so average now? Like, man, Tyron just regular good now. Like, Tyron used to be a mutant, but he's just regular good now. Suafilo gets a cool little combo with Joe. I ain't mad at that. Zeke runs to the right for 18 yards. Let's see what happens with 18 yards. 18 yards. Let's see what's going on here. Somebody going to get to the outside of us. That's cool. And we block the... God damn. Look, boy. Look, I don't like to beat the drum of me being right. I hate to try to beat the drum of me being right because it's beating a dead horse at this point. But look at 58. And watch 58 approach Zeke, but watch 58 get blocked. Boy. Can you imagine? Now, remember I said Suafilo gets to the second level well if he doesn't have any other blocking obligations. Now, he could have helped Tyron here, but no. Tyron pushed him. There you go. So Tyron actually pushed Xavier off. So, hey, as a former offensive lineman, I'm willing to bet you 20 to a donut they probably communicated pre-play. This could have been a combo, but Tyron said, "Hey Zay, don't worry about it. Go straight to linebacker. I'll take 91 Fletcher Cox by myself." And you see Tyron push Xavier off field, and that's what's supposed to happen. Tyron Smith gets around on 91. almost pushing him down, and Xavier gets upfield to block 58. That's beautiful bean footage right there. That's beautiful bean footage right now. Jake Downey says, "Dead horse. The horse's bones are dust." Hey, I'm gonna keep saying this until I pound it into people's memory banks. I don't want y'all to forget this. So next time the Cowboys start losing, I just want y'all, while the game is going on, just look at the mic and A gap, and we'll have a general idea what's going on here. I promise you. Get a pass to Beasley. Let's see what happens. He's the slot up top with the blue sleeves on. Let's see what Beasley's gonna do. He's gonna let Beasley slide like that. All right. First down. And we have a run up the middle by Rod Smith for 6 yards. Matter of fact, let's go back to that Zeke play, because Zeke was open for a minute. What that pass pro look like? Let's look at Suafield. What that pass pro look like? Suafield got a little help. Oh, I'll take that. Take that. Rod Smith up the middle for 6 yards. Let's figure it out. Let's go straight to the cartel view. Put some guys in this box, boy. Look at the guys in this box, man. It's all good. The rules still apply. The rules still apply. I ain't going to say the rules again because I don't want y'all to get sick of me, but the rules still apply. I'll tell you what, man. I got one mission with this channel, man. It's been that way for 3 years. I just want to make people football smarter. That's all. I just want to produce smarter football people. That's all I want to do. And it's working, man. It's working. That's a big dream, man. Like I like it for what it could be in the monetary compensation. Zeke gets the ball on the flats or whatever. He goes to the touchdown. Man, the bread cool, man, but I love teaching people, man. I love teaching people the right way. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, extra point good. We kick it off to the Eagles. Cool is good. Then the Cowboys offense started to get rocking a little bit. You know what I mean? Let me say this. I don't want nobody to ever say that Dak Prescott ain't more clutch than we giving him credit for. You know what I mean? Like, Dak may not get it all, like, football wise. This is third year. Like, Dak will get there, I think, at some point. But man, dog, we 20-20 and Dak got the ball, man. We look great as an offense. Let's take a look at this 17-yard pass to Dalton Schultz. And after this film session, we're going straight over to my Leighton Vander Esch film to go watch a little Leighton Vander Esch. Not much, but just a little bit. And you know what? I'm glad we saw that. The players got to help too. If Dak gonna get if Dak is gonna get Schultz the ball, then Schultz do something with the ball. Do something with it. Suafield didn't get a block there. Let's take a look at Tyron and Lael. Tyron and Lael were fine. Look, this is not a coincidence. People saying, "Yo, Voch, what do we do different this game that we haven't been doing?" We ain't calling Lael Collins' name. That's one big thing we doing. How many times we call Lael Collins' name this game? But then think about Washington. How many times we call Lael Collins' name in Washington? I may have said Lael's name like 20 times. We ain't saying it tonight, though. Lael putting in his work, and we taking care of A-Gap, and we blocking the mic. And Coop hitting their ass for 24 yards. Let me look at the pass pro. Let me take a look at Zay first. Because that's really who y'all here to see, honestly. Y'all really here to see Zay. He deals with power. It looks ugly. It looks ugly, but Suafield deals with power. I wonder if like Lael get real bad will we keep Zay at left guard and put Connor Williams at right tackle. I'm just asking a question. On 3rd and 8, let's look at this. Prescott short pass left to Allen Hurns for 9 yards on the first down. It's 3rd and 8 right now. Allen Hurns at the top of the screen. Hurns at the top of the screen. Yeah, let's look at Hurns' route. Let's take a look at the route. Bring it back some more so we can get settled in. He's at the top of the screen. Let's take a look at his route so we can see. chop his feet, outside head fake, back inside, little yak on the back end. Hearns. That's all we ask you, Hearns. Hearns, we probably put a lot on your plate when you first got here, Hearns. We apologize. But man, Allen Hearns got some, and look, man, just the handful of plays we ask you, man, just do something on those handful of plays, man. I want everybody to look at your right guard, Zach Martin, right now. Zach Martin's knee hurting. He can't even get in his stance good. Look at your right guard. Can't even get in his stance good. Zach Martin standing up, and he out there fighting. Zach Martin out there fighting. Gotta love Zach Martin, man. Zach Martin can't even get in his damn stance. Fighting for us. Crazy. 1st and 9. I don't even know how we got here. Okay, it's just 1st and goal. We got 9 to go. Okay, cool. I dig that. Because that clutch, and I believe that. Zeke up the left side for 7 yards. Let's go to the cartel view. Why 7 yards? 74 is an A gap. Who's the mic? 53 is technically the mic on this play. Let's see. 74 is taken care of. 53 is the mic. 7-yard run by Zeke. And we get the one-on-one with the damn free safety like we always want. Crazy. Zeke for 1 yard. What we gonna do? Zeke for 1 yard. Now what? Crazy. Why we got stopped right here? What happened? Because everybody just clogged that shit up, so I ain't mad at that. It just got clogged up, so it don't even matter. We ain't even worry about it. Everything just got clogged up in there. But hey, touchdown. Zeke to the right. That's just Zeke being great right there. For shits and giggles. Both A gaps. Hey, I'm chilling, man. I ain't mad. Boy, y'all crazy. We got 3 more plays to show y'all. We got 3 more plays. This is when we got the ball back and we had to kill the clock. Van Der Esch had a great drive. Van Der Esch and Jeff Heath had a great drive. On my Van Der Esch film session, I'll actually show y'all that his plays towards the end of the game. I think they were very admirable. But at this point, the offense kind of stalled a little bit. We're up by 7. But I was glad that we did things to keep the clock moving. We ran the ball here. We didn't run it well, but we ran the clock. We killed a timeout. If Carson Wentz had the ball at the end of the game with a timeout, it may have been a little different for them. They may have been able to save a little time. They may have been able to get substitutions. They may have been able to get another play in there. So, yeah, man, to say that, that was a negative play, but it's fine. Dak Prescott up the middle for -1 yard. Hey, no. This was the throw to Beasley right here. My bad. The throw to Bees. Hey, no. Shit, my bad. This is the play right here. Pardon me. The throw to Bees. Negative play. It's cool. Clock run. Call a timeout. I wasn't pissed off here. Cowboys fans were pissed off, but that's mostly because they were scared that people was gonna come back and put hands on them. But whatever. 3rd down. Zeke up the middle. We lost 1 yard. I'm cool with that. Kill the clock. Kill the goddamn clock. Suafilo, Fletcher Cox was very much Fletcher Cox on that play, man. Wasn't nothing we could do with Suafilo on that play. And yeah, they had, couple seconds to try to make something happen, man. What was this one play the Cowboys fans were just terrified at? This one play had y'all scared with 11 seconds left. Hey, y'all, don't lie. This had y'all scared, huh? Hey, this had y'all scared? Hey, did this have y'all scared? When everybody got behind you and Golden Tate caught it and lateraled it. And young Byron Jones was the first one on the tackle there. Wrapped the game up. That's ball game. And those were the keys to our Cowboy victory Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday love. Because hey man, when the Cowboys win, we win all week. It's gonna be Cowboy Wednesday tomorrow. I'm gonna find some film to put on. It's gonna be Cowboy Thursday after that. We're gonna find some film to put on. We're gonna figure this damn thing out. We can talk a little bit more. Let me get into let me see how many people I got. 260? Damn good. So so chat box, if y'all have any questions to wrap this thing up, let's get into it. Let's get into it and see what y'all got. But before we do that, the YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that's subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. Y'all thought it was over. Metal Gear Solid. Hey man, we just advertised it, man, because I'm in my entrepreneurial bag or whatnot. So, hey man, y'all hold it down for me. But yeah, if you have a question in the chat box, everything y'all need is in the all the links that y'all need are in the description. I got a Discord down there, Voch's Voice Podcast down there, Twitter down there. My Facebook page, I would like for y'all to go like and follow that. PayPal, shirts, Patreon, it's all down there. It's all down there for y'all. Okay. Let me get back to I'll let it stay here. Yeah, who cares? Yeah, we'll just shut the window off. Ain't doing nothing here. Window capture? There we go. We'll just black screen it, and I'll let y'all just deal with the sound of my voice, and we'll just handle it like that, though. But if y'all have questions, put them in the chat box for a little bit. I'll answer them for 5 minutes. If y'all don't want to hang around for the Q&A, I just dropped the link in the description. Let's go over there and watch a little Leighton Vander Esch film. We watched the offense or whatnot. Let's go. Let's get some defense, because it was a lot of y'all complaining. Voch, you don't ever watch no defense film. Well, schematically, I'm better. I'm a better offensive guy. Played offense, coached offense. I was under an offensive coordinator my whole life, and I just prefer offense. So if I'm teaching people, like, that's pretty much what I would want to teach people. I would want to teach people offense. Now, defense, I ain't great with scheme. I know just enough defense to be proficient on the offensive side, but I know a lot of technique for every single position, though. So I may not be overall. I may not be overall great with defense, but I know how Leighton Vander Esch did. I know about pass rush and how the pass rushers did. I know all that stuff. So, Q-Ball says, you notice when Sean Lee is out, we win. I notice when Leo Collins doesn't get whooped, we win, and when we move A gap and block the mic, we win. So, who's better for the O-line now, Connor or Xavier Su'a-Filo? I think it's too soon. I think we'll know next week. Xavier is gonna play next week. We'll know next week. I think he did as good as he possibly could do versus Fletcher Cox. Fletcher put hands on him a couple times, but we'll see. We'll see. Do you feel Collins is a better fit for guard or tackle? Hey, man, I tell you what, man, Collins is probably a better guard, but I remember once upon a time Collins was a great tackle. He had a great game at tackle, last night. Collins blocked Khalil Mack one year. He blocked Von Miller one year. Kerrigan one year. He blocked some pretty good guys. Justin Houston. So I wasn't really sold on the fact that Collins was a bad tackle. It just wasn't working this year for whatever reason, but we'll see. Voch, why not play straight up inside of prevent defense? Well, it's numbers. It's a numbers game. If you at the end of the game, you want to play prevent defense if you got like one play to go. I don't mind that. Because if we're going to put Alshon Jeffrey deep in the end zone, would you rather Alshon be against one guy, or you want like 5 guys over there blocking Alshon Jeffrey? You know what I mean? So it's just better to do it that way. Even if it was too high and Alshon Jeffrey ran up the left side of the field, then it'll be the corner, the safety, and Alshon Jeffrey. And Alshon Jeffrey could possibly beat double coverage. It's just a percentage game. That's the thing about it. Now I don't like when coaches play prevent and there's like 5 minutes left. Hell no. That win or Sean Lee, that win was great, but if they play the same amount of games, then I would say Sean Lee. But I love that win though. But I hold Sean Lee at a high esteem. He just didn't play. Voch, you think we'll get Travis Frederick back before the end of the season? I don't think so. Even if he's healthy enough, we still got to train him to get back in shape. So I don't know. Dak just can't give Rico the ball. I don't know why. Well, maybe there's something happening at practice that we don't know about. I don't think enough fans consider the idea that something is happening at practice that we don't know about. And maybe Rico isn't showing enough competence at practice for the coaches to put him in the game and leave him in the game, you know. We want to throw the ball to Rico, but you know, Rico got to know when we throw it to him. We got to know the concepts and stuff, so you know. Sean Lee is a good coach. Sean Lee is also a good player. Didn't they say Frederick is out for the season already? I don't know. How do you feel about Julio versus Byron? Who the real Byron Johnson? I think we're gonna keep it very simple. I think Byron's gonna play the right corner. I think Cheeto's gonna play the left corner. I think Anthony Brown's gonna play the nickel guy. I think that's how it's gonna go, man. I think that's how it's gonna be. So, can you break down Atlanta's offense with Lieutenant Dan? I mean, defense with Lieutenant Dan? Nah, I don't like breaking down whole defenses. They're not fun. Offense is fun. I like offense way more than I like defense. They're just fun. Anyway, that's about enough of this. We're going to post the link one more time. Hey, I'm going to go watch some film over on the Leighton Vander Esch film session. So y'all can hit that link that's in the chat box. You can go to my page and find the Vander Esch video. Maybe you got the Vander Esch video pulled up already, but I am spamming the chat box. Go hit that link and go over there. I'm about to leave this place. But like this video before you go. Doski, Woski, Peasky, Whiskey. If you don't go to the Leighton Vander Esch film session, then follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI, and stay tuned for some more film. I'm gonna drop an additional video on Xavier Suafilo. And hey man, y'all been good to me. Y'all been real. So hey man, salute. I appreciate y'all. Gone.